Okay, so after that thrilling introduction, sorry, you gotta turn that down. So welcome to Borderlands Game of the Year edition, and first person shooter Friday. Kill the intro music. I mean, cue the intro music. Cue that intro music. Not kill. You don't want to kill the intro music. Not yet. Oh. Sorry about that. So let's get started, shall we? So loading, loading, loading. Okay. So let's start the game. Okay, as you can see, I already have a character up and ready. But we're gonna start with a new character.
Ooh, but check me out.
We're gonna start with a new character to start this off with the mission fresh off the bus. Let's do this.
So, you want to hear a story, huh? One about treasure hunters. Have I got a story for you? Pandora.
Marcus, you're a gem.
This is our home, but make no mistake, this is not a planet of peace and love. They say it's a wasteland, that it's dangerous, that only a fool would search for something of value here. Then perhaps I am a fool. But do not be fooled by what Pandora appears to be. There was a legend. Many people tell it. The legend of the Vault. My father would always go on about the Vault, even with his dying breath. Advanced alien technology, infinite wealth, fame, power, women. So you can understand why some little kiddos who hear the stories grow up to become Vault hunters. Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the Vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call her a guardian angel, appeared to guide the Vault hunters to their prize. The tale begins right here on Pandora with the brave Vault hunters, the guardian angel, and most importantly, me. Stop Firestone Depot. Time to gather up your stuff. Who's getting up?
So yeah, so they cut out
the
the thing for the intro.
You look like
for the actual intro because of copyright reasons. For those of you who don't know, the intro song is "No Rest for the Wicked" by Cage the Elephant.
Pieces from the Crimson Lance you're wearing? And what's your story, young lady? What can you do? Perhaps you can bake us all a wonderful cake. And you,
Marcus,
beef
you're
stick in
such
the
a
back.
sneaker.
I'm not gonna make fun of you. Your burps smell of blood, and you growl like a rabid animal. Anyway, I've got some advice for all of you. It's tough out there, and you won't be able to just feed up on whatever you please until...
I already have a soldier.
Sure, you can take from the bandits or find things in the wild.
Mordecai.
The equipment you buy from my stores are guaranteed.
Berserker
and if
Brick.
you die, you can't get your money back because you're dead. I kid. No need to be so serious here. And if you're looking for the vault...
But I think I'm going to go with Lilith the
You're
Siren.
going to have your work cut out for you. So don't be afraid to spend what it takes to get the equipment you need. You listen to Marcos. I come from 7 generations of merchants and I'm the best. Want to know why? Because I'm making it out here, in this place.
Don't be alarmed. I need you to stay calm and don't let on that anyone is talking to you.
No.
Start making your way off the bus. You don't have any reason to trust me, but I need you to believe that I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you find the vault. In a moment, you'll be greeted by a funny little robot. Do everything he says. You'll know what I mean when it happens. I'll contact you again soon.
So, fun fact, even though most of this...
Well, we're here. Don't worry about saying goodbye. I'm sure we'll be doing this all again soon enough. Get off my bus.
So, fun fact about the sequences with Angel, they're actually filmed live action and imported into the game. So yeah, that's a real actress.
See you next time.
So this game has a big old comic booky feel.
I am CL4PTP. You may call me by my locally designated name, Claptrap. Before continuing, please accept
So,
this Echo communication
this is the
device and
Xbox
heads-up
One version of
display,
this game, but this
provided
game has
free of
actually been
charge
around for
by the Doll
a
Corporation.
really long time. It wasn't a launch title for the 360, but it came out really early in its lifespan. And a lot of people, and see, I didn't play this game when it first came out. When a lot of people were talking about
I
Claptrap,
detected your Echo
and how
device is
annoying
fully
he is.
functioning. This way, please.
I thought they were talking about the freaking little alligator clamper things from Donkey Kong. Like, seriously. Yeah, we're not gonna follow you. So, but I have played this game a lot afterwards, after it came out and got popular. I actually played the second one before I played the first one, which actually isn't unique for me. Yeah, actually, if you go around, find a whole bunch of stuff. So, already got a second weapon. That requires level 15 to use, which, don't worry. So, this is also like, this is also during this game was also released during a time when RPGs, I want to say we're starting to get popular, but a lot of games were mimicking RPG stuff going on. In their games. So, like, a lot of games were having RPG elements in them. To where you can, like, build your character, customize them, make them look how you want. I mean, the customization in this game is fairly limited. Shotgun, pistol, ammo, more SMG bullets. So, like, it's like fair to say that, like, so when this game came out, it was unique for that prospect. I mean, of course, there are other games that did the RPG element thing. This obviously wasn't the very first one to do it. It was, however, one of the more unique ones. As you can see, like, the graphical quality has like this almost comic book feel to it. A lot of black lines and cell shading. So this game was based off of basically Mad Max and other such series. For those of you who don't know, Mad Max was, I mean, of course, most recently most people have probably seen Fury Road by now, but Mad Max was actually a action movie franchise from the 80s. that starred Mel Gibson originally, in which he played an Australian cop in a post-apocalyptic world. He was known as a road warrior. Which was the name of the very first film, Road Warrior. And yeah, this takes a lot of inspiration from that. Yes, I know. Hence, like, the desert environments and everything.
Step right up. This is the new U station. When you use this device, your DNA profile is automatically identified and stored. Please activate the new U station now.
And activating. We'll keep her. Let's see. We kind of have macaroni chic. Give her macaroni. Yet. Patient 0. 6 feet or less. 6 feet or more. Spectacular. Sunflower sass and Eggsy. Give her a little hat. I'll go with the goggles, and yeah, like I said, the customization in this isn't really all that vast. You can give her like different colored hair and stuff. Give her a few new hats, and actually, this is actually new. This custom level of customization is actually new to the game, and the original game did not have this level of customization in it. I mean, you could change the color, but you couldn't give them hats, or you couldn't really give them hats or anything. They were a black vest. Make her all black except for her hair. Yeah, that works.
Excellent! Now that your DNA is registered, you have the best in horrific death and dismemberment insurance. Should an unfortunate fatal incident occur, your new you will appear at the nearest station.
The later games
Now
would
we
have
can
more
head into the peaceful
customization.
town
Not
of
by
Firestone.
not much.
I'll lead the way.
Not much. And of course, we'll see that as I get into the later games. Like how much more customization and everything.
Oh no, not again!
So yeah, when this game first came out, there was a there was this Call of Duty was getting really big, and so first-person shooter, all first-person shooters want to be just like Call of Duty.
Target practice is not part of our programming.
So of course, most Call of Duty games start implementing a aim function, or most first-person shooters start enacting an aim function. Start including an aim function in which you aimed and then you fired. Obviously, in the Call of Duty games, doing so was actually critical, as it added a little bit more like realism and immersion to the game. Here, you can do it with you can actually like do the whole fire from the hip, what's known as shooting from the hip. So her melee is DB.
Juno, you really don't want me to come inside, Toby. Open the door! To meet your maker. Oh.
That was a doozy.
So yeah, a lot of first-person shooters started including this aim, like this aim stuff.
Wow! That looks like it could do some damage. Oh. Okay.
So, which wasn't bad in terms of you know.
Let's get this gate open.
Wasn't you know, it's not a bad idea to implement. If done
Controls
right.
seem to be damaged. Have no fear. I'm sure I can do it. This isn't working.
Sometimes that whole level of realism actually kind of sucks you out of the game, 'cause especially if you weren't really good at first-person shooters, or had spent most of your time playing what were known as arcade shooters, more arcadey shooters. Now, more arcadey shooters were things like GoldenEye, Turok, and even the early Halo games, where you didn't really have to aim and you like just carried a full arsenal's worth of weaponry and ammo, and you know, guns didn't have to be reloaded, and you moved like a greased up freight truck on ice. Of course, these kind of games we're talking about are like GoldenEye, Turok, Doom. So yeah, Call of Duty changed the game for a lot of, like, literally changed the game for a lot of things. Even notice I stop and boot a lot of things because you never know what you're gonna need. It's important in this game.
I knew you were the right choice, friend. Now go. I'll contact you again soon.
So if you don't know, these gold chests right here, if you notice this little gold key icon at the bottom, is for
I'm over here! Attention, citizen of Firestone! There is no cause for alarm! This new visitor has resolved the problem!
Well, shoot, I thought I was a goner that time. Damn
from,
bandits won't leave us alone. Had to
a
lock
special
the place
code
up
system
tight. I'll let you in. Come on.
that will give you
Damn it.
like
Blasted circuits
high
are on
valued
the
loot and
fritz again.
stuff.
Give it a go from the switch out there, would you?
And of course,
Now that you've selected a mission,
because-
you will notice that a new icon has appeared on your heads-up display. That's a
because this is
waypoint.
like an
The
RPG,
waypoint
of course
will
you
tell
have
where
missions
need
and
to go,
everything.
depending on what mission is currently active in your mission log.
And you'll get story modes, and as Claptrap told you, you get this little icon that tells you where the mission is, both on your compass and on your little mini map up there. And you activate. Here we are at Dr. Ned. Or Dr. Zed. Sorry, not there yet. Spoilers. It doesn't end well. Yep. And just leveled up. Leveling permanently increases the amount of health you have and the amount of damage you deal. It also
Now
immediately
that
gives
we're
you
done
full
with all
health and
that,
shields.
please follow me and I'll open the gate for you.
Please ignore, Zordon trying to contact me. Ow! Fire hot. Remember that. Fire hot. And of course, like any game with loot, you kind of want to just like take everything that's not nailed down. So running, faster. Following Claptrap. The intro to this game is actually really slow. That's the problem, especially when you're only doing this.
Oh my god, I'm leaking! I
Shoot. Ow, ow. Bam. Bang.
Looks like he got under Nine Toes' skin. Don't worry. He'll get what's coming to him.
You did it! I knew you were the right choice. Oh,
So like I said, even though it doesn't look like it, all of Angel's secrets are actually were actually filmed in live action and then digitized into the game.
Why don't you look around for something to fix him up?
Yep. If you can't tell, I have played this game. Like I said, well, I didn't play this game before. Well, I haven't played this game like when it first came out. I have played it a lot since then, and this actually has become one of my favorite video game series of like all time.
He seems to be okay. Now is the time to get moving and play your part in the journey to come.
In the journey to Colt.
That ought to do it. I'll see you in a few.
So yeah, there's a lot of humor in this game, you know, especially from Claptrap just being annoying. A lot of the characters have like their own quirky personalities and everything, and even though they didn't have a lot of them in this game, in the next few, it's also pulled like a whole bunch of pop culture references. From like other games, other things. Freaking tutorials. Bam. Out. Bad dog. Yeah, sprinting, blah blah blah. What's funny, unlike other like unlike the aforementioned Call of Duty, your sprint actually is pretty unlimited in this one. You just click if you're playing on Xbox like I am, you just click the stick. And speaking of playing Xbox, going forward, you'll see me play a lot of PC and Xbox exclusive games.
Working, more or less.
And this is mainly due.
Thanks for the help. You ought to use the machine to sell some things you don't need. You didn't buy first aid. I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
You'll see me play a lot of games on Xbox and PC. It's mainly because those are the two ones I play on. I might do some more Nintendo stuff in the future, but Nintendo's streaming policies are like a huge mess, so dealing with them is like kind of a pain.
But when you get shot, you'll be.
People don't yet trust you. If you're going to ever find the vault, you'll need the aid of the people. Helping Dr. Zed with his Nine Toes problem is a good move.
There's a lot of like Nintendo's policies on streaming are weird. Because they always want to keep, they always want this like image of them being like this family-friendly kind of type deal. Which there's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. Or at least that's how, that's how it was. I'm seeing a lot more streamers for Nintendo, but I'm not sure like how their policies have differed over since over the years. I know for a while there they were like, for a while they had like this program that you can sign up for, but you had to do a whole bunch of they had to check your content and make sure that you were like up to their standards. Make sure you weren't like streaming any naughty things or saying anything that would count as like bad. I'm not mocking them for it. I'm just saying that that's how it was. I haven't looked into it lately. I will. I probably will in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with. And as to why I don't stream any PlayStation stuff is simply because I just don't have a streamable PlayStation console. I had a PS4, but it broke. I had a PS4, but it broke. I have a PS2, but I don't have like the tech right now to stream the games on it. I will in the future. I mean, there's a lot of inexpensive capture cards out there that really don't need a lot of setup. They just, I just haven't got around to getting them. So yeah, that will come. So all that will come around eventually. Right, and same thing, and same thing with Nintendo. I have a Wii, I have a Switch. I actually own an N64. I actually have a 360, and you'll also see me stream. Like once I get the capture card and stuff, you'll also see me stream like older Xbox stuff, like from the 360 and the original Xbox, provided that it hasn't been made part of the reverse compatibility. The compatibility. In like future Xbox installments, and eventually I will get a PS5 and an Xbox One S. Like going forward, I just haven't got them yet. One, because they're not available. I mean they're available, but they're really hard to get a hold of. Anybody who's ever tried to get one. If you have one, congratulations. Like, I encourage you to play it as much as possible. Because, honestly... But also I tend to wait like a year or so after the initial release of a system. Because it's just been proven better that way. That way they have had time to get all the bugs worked out. Well, most of the bugs worked out. They've released the second iteration, which has, like, better features and everything. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not streaming this in like 4K whatever, it's because I don't own a 4K TV. I'm still using an old Sanyo 44-inch TV, mid-range HDMI. It still gets the 1080p.
One more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face.
That line is actually a lot more hilarious when you find out that TK buff.
No? Lucky you. I only shoot skag. Well, mostly anyways.
So you see these scars on his face right here? Yeah, he's actually blind.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Stronger by the minute. I'm okay.
Like he's actually blind and has adapted well.
Great company and all, but I gotta go take a dump. I gotta take a dump something awful. Man. Oh, never mind.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So like I said, this game has like a lot of humor in it. And some of it's not, what you would call mature, but it's funny. The game does, the game's not boring or lacks any entertainment. That much is sure. And because it's a first-person shooter, as opposed to say like your traditional RPG title, there's rarely a break in the action. Yeah, so right now but yeah, no, I'll start doing more stuff on more consoles as time goes on. I'm just like mainly sticking with PC and Xbox right now, mainly due to the fact that those are what I'm most comfortable with. I know Xbox doesn't have a lot of exclusives. Outside of like Halo and Sunset Overdrive. But honestly, most of the games I would play on a lot of the consoles are available on multiple consoles. So like Borderlands. Borderlands is available. Was made available on all the consoles basically. It's on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and even PC. And I know there's this whole thing about how PC gaming is superior to console gaming,
like
and
off-worlder. How you liking our planet, anyways?
And for the most part, it's.
I've decided to reopen my Firestone franchise thanks to you.
That's not like.
Buy some new gear.
As you read in my biography, I think gaming is for everybody. There shouldn't be this like elitist feel to gaming. Like you play games. It doesn't matter what you play games on. You should, play games. Do what you like. As long as you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself. Go nuts. Level 16. Ooh. So, yay, now I get my action ability, which is Phase Walk. Gain the ability to turn invisible and move incredibly fast. Upon entering and leaving Phase Walk, you create a Phase Blast that damages nearby enemies. You can melee attack to end the Phase Walk early. Fun. And of course, so part of the RPG element of this game is that you get skill points, and you can spend them in the skill points, talent points, whatever you wish to call them, and you get to spend them in these skill/talent trees, which give you a whole bunch of nifty abilities. Of course, you start out with your action ability, and then from there you get to build into these talent trees, and each talent has 5 trees. So, like this one, Diva increases the capacity of your shield. Striking, your melee attack can daze enemies, reducing their movement speed and accuracy. Quicksilver increases your fire rate with all weapons. Spark increases your chance of causing elemental effects and elemental weapons. Slayer increase your critical hit damage. Silent Resolve increase your resistance to damage for a few seconds after phase walking. And of course you get other abilities like Inner Glow, Dramatic Entrance, Resilience, Radiance, Enforcer, Hit and Run, Blackout, High Velocity, Intuition, Venom, Girl Power, Hard to Get, Mind Games, Phoenix, and Face Strike. Now, if you're wondering why, like, I'm carrying the weapons I do, so, my gameplay notion my thoughts on my thoughts on this game is that you always have like reserve weapons. So like obviously I don't have enough money yet to buy the grenade, not to buy the grenade mod, or else I would. And of course, you know, I fully stock up on all the ammo. You know, I fully stock up on all the ammo that I need, even if I don't have a weapon for it. Oh geez, they actually made it inside the city. Or inside the town.
Yes, feel it.
So, yeah, you know, get grenades. You know, you get grenades, you get you get grenade mods, which, so, yeah, I think actually this is a good time to talk about the character sheet itself, which I call it because I'm an avid gamer. So, yeah, of course you have your 4 weapon slots, and then you have your shield slot, your grenade mod slot. So you actually have just like regular grenades, but you can also buy grenade mods, which actually mod the effects of your grenades. So yeah, I mean, first of course you have the name of your character, who's playing it, and then your weapon proficiencies. These will actually disappear in like later titles. But in this one, as you use weapons, you build up proficiencies with them, and you get bonuses to what your weapons do. Then, of course, your list of ammo, how much money you have, your character inventory, which includes your weapon slots. As you play through the game, you'll unlock like all your weapon slots eventually. You get to carry 4 weapons. And then you get your shield, your grenade mod, which, like I said, modifies what your grenade does. And this could be anything from giving them a bounce to allow them to steal health from others, to give them different elemental effect damage ratings. And then, of course, you have your character mod, which does other things. They give you boosts to certain skills, give you better proficiency with other weapons. Stuff like that. Then, of course, you have what's in your backpack, which of course includes, you know, your weapons, the various types of items that you have. Then, of course, you have your skill trees, which include the skills you have access to, which you can build into, your action skill, and artifacts, Iridium Artifacts. You get these, and they add like various elemental effects to your action skill. This is your mission log, where you can track the missions you completed, the ones that you're on. Of course, you have these, which are various. You have challenge logs, which are various things that you can do within the game, and they give you more experience. They're intermittent. They're with increasing difficulty, and they give you experience for completing each one. Like 12 days on Pandora, which master the technology on Pandora, in which you have to get a certain number of kills with certain weapons, kill certain enemies, just get kills in general. They're just things you get for playing the game throughout. Money, kills with weapons, looting objects, opening chests, getting items, selling them, and then they have these last ones, which are get airtime with the vehicles. You actually get cars to drive in this, and of course, here's your map. Gives you a map of the area, where your current position is, where your next mission is. The various areas where you can get like catcher rides and everything. and like things that you haven't discovered yet.
Hey, you're not a skag, are you? No? Lucky you. I only shoot skag. Mostly, anyway.
Grenades. Now they're gonna have me take down Nine Toes. Am I ready to take down Nine Toes? Probably not. But let's go take him out anyway. You actually build, yeah, like I said, you do this and you get more missions along the way to do, and you know.
Aw, did that hurt?
You know, fighting enemies gets you experience and money and items, so, you know, it never hurts to, yeah, it, like, waste ammo, but, you know, there are always places to get ammo. Plus, of course, you know, fighting enemies goes towards the missions you build up. And also, don't worry, like, if you don't, like, if you're playing this game and you don't finish a mission, like, all the, like, finish a challenge.
Woo! I heard that blast all the way over here. Bam! Time to give Nine Toes a piece of that. Woo! I'm updating your ecosystem with his location. Come and see me once you put his bits to the grinder.
So, yeah. You are now entering the Skag Gully. Oh, sorry. So, you'll hear me do that a lot as a joke for, like, places with different levels and stuff. Sorry, I got a little bit thirsty there. All this desert heat. Woo! Freaking solar panels. Go green!
Can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too well armed.
Oh yeah, and as you go through the game, you also get, you'll also be able to buy, so from the stores, you know, you can buy these, you can get the grenade mods, which I don't have enough money to get right now, but you can also get these, which are storage deck upgrades, and this basically increases your ammo capacity. Your backpack will also increase in capacity as you play, by doing what are known as Claptrap missions. And basically what a Claptrap mission is, you actually saw me do it earlier at the beginning of the game. It's basically, you'll find injured and damaged Claptraps throughout the world, and you'll have to hunt down repair kits to get their, to help them, to repair them, and they usually give you like a backpack upgrade. And already I'm upgrading my shield. So yeah, I mean, if you have shields, second health bar regenerates over time. Helps you build. Helps you take on more damage. So, yeah, in this very first game, there's a lot of, you'll see me do a lot of this this where I'll like run back or run around an arena. This is called what's known as kiting, and what kiting is, like I said, it's basically you try to keep a distance, like lead your target to like either more open areas or areas that are more strategically advantageous to you, or you just like try to keep a fair distance away from your opponent to where they can't hurt you. I know in a first-person shooter, that's That's like a weird concept to, you know, I know in a first-person shooter where a lot of people have guns, it's a weird concept. But it actually keeps you alive, especially with the enemies that, like, tend to chase you down, like these skags.
Really good at
You know, you try to keep a fair distance away from them, so sit. Where, you know, they don't actually get you. And of course, kiting is not just unique to this game. The only reason why, in fact, the only reason why kiting exists in this game is because
I hope you've toughened up enough.
there's a little bit more. There's always a little bit. There's a little bit more strategy involved in this one. To keep you alive and everything. Make sure, you know. So yeah, I've actually played all the characters in Borderlands. Roland, the soldier, he's actually my favorite in this first set of games. Mainly because of his turn ability. It gives you a second gun to strategically attack your opponents from like multiple sides. He gets a lot of the weapon upgrades, like more grenades, more, you know, just more ammo, you know, ammo increases. And in this first game, another thing that went away from like I said, weapon specialties was the thing that went away from this game for the others. Another thing that disappeared from this game was weapon specialities towards characters. Here we are.
Wrong dog. Ah, yeah.
Wham! Hip thrust. 9 toes. Also has 3 balls. So yeah, let's increase my shield capacity, shall we? And then of course I got a new shield, a purple shield. With super fast recharge, that's always good. Blue gun, which actually doesn't. So one of the things you actually see.
Shoots my minions, but me.
So, yeah, so one of the things you'll notice is I'll pick up a gun. Like I said, I'll pick up a gun, and so guns themselves, all the guns in there have like different stats and everything. And I'll pick up a gun, use it. I'll pick up a gun, and I'll compare it to a gun of the same type. Like repeater to repeater, shotgun to shotgun, and like even if it like beats like all the other guns in my arsenal, if it doesn't beat that particular type of gun, I won't keep it. I'll sell it. Then, of course, this becomes a problem later on when one of the complaints that I have in this game is that they actually encourage you to play with others so you can get better loot and stuff. Obviously, as you saw, like I could play this, you could play this game by yourself. I mean, it has what's known as stackable difficulty. I know that's probably not the proper term for it, but that's what I like to call it. And basically what that means is the more players you have, the harder the game is. I mean, which makes sense. The game shouldn't. The game's difficulty should. I think actually it's kind of cool. It scales the difficulty to the number of players. That way, that way everybody still feels challenged and everything. But they also increase like loot drops and rare loot pieces. So you're not just like getting the same junk over and over again. The problem with this game, but like I said, one of the problems I have with this game is that though it's even more so in the second game.
You must listen. Who I am is not important. The first thing you must know, the vault is real. People will mislead you. They will try to use you, and you cannot be swayed in your purpose. The vault is here, and we will find it. This world is full of dangers. Still yourself and go. I'll be watching.
One of the things that this game tries to emphasize is the use of elemental weapons. Basically, you'll get a weapon with an elemental property like fire, acid, lightning, and they work to variable degrees. Like an acid weapon, like a fire weapon, they work in various capacities. Like a fire weapon is good against enemies like these skags here who don't have shields. They're good against fleshy bit enemies who don't have shields and are relatively easy to take down even without them. Just makes them easier to take down. Lightning elemental weapons are good against people with shields, creatures with shields, whether they be natural or not. The electricity, like the electrical, basically. Like these are blue weapons, and I have like grays, but as you notice, even though they have elemental properties like this one, it has fire damage. I look at the green arrows, and if at least 2 out of those 3 arrows are green, I'll take the weapon. If not, then I'll sell it. So then I have to compare weapons. All these are pretty much the same. It doesn't matter which one I keep. I'm keeping this SMG because, as you can see, it requires a level 15, and you're probably asking, well, why don't you just sell it because you're not a level yet? Well, but when I get a level, it may prove to be a better weapon than what I have. And it's a better weapon than what I'm using right now, so I'll keep it and see if I reach there. See, like this, the plywood sniper has 2 green arrows over the rusty sniper. And I mean, all that other stuff is just added cake to the frosting. What you really, And I keep these, sell this shield naturally, because mine, of course, is better. It's a purple, fast recharge, stuff like that. And then, yeah, you can buy, like, so I'll buy this I'll buy this mod, which will give me my first thing. And let's see. I'll buy this storage deck upgrade to increase my repeater ammo. And of course, you got a grenade mod. Woo!
That's a grenade mod! Equip that, and you'll find that your protein grenades are suddenly more powerful, and are now equipped with special abilities. Always be on the lookout for new and different grenade mods to supercharge your arsenal.
So yeah, more powerful grenades. Ooh, and sticky, which means that when I chuck them at something, they won't bounce. They won't bounce or anything. They'll actually adhere to whatever surface they land on. So you throw it on an enemy, and you know they're all like stuck to them, and they're just like, "Oh crap! Can't get it off! Can't get it off!" Is it a spider? Get it off! Little red versus blue there. And which is funny, which I think that was an in joke because I think Red versus Blue came out before this game. So the fact that the sticky mod actually has a spider web holding a grenade, I think is a little in joke to that. Could be, I don't know. You'd have to ask the creators, but I think just maybe they saw that joke and were all like, you know what, that would actually be an interesting image, Grenade and a spider web. Or a spider grenade. A grenade shaped like a spider that crawls like a spider. Oh. Remote control. It's a spider? Get it off. It is a spider. Get it off. Kaboom! Other than the dumpster.
Hey, newcomer. I've been looking for you. Thanks. There are just some things that are too hard for me to
End to my power.
And you level up. More shield.
Hey now, you ever need anything at all, you just let me know.
In these early parts of the game, I focus more on survivability than anything too flashy. I'll get there. You'll get there. We'll get there eventually. However, we are hitting the time limit on this one, so I'll go turn in this quest. And then we'll continue this journey some more next week. Don't go away though. Let me turn this quest, and because I have some information for you. And
well, I'll be
know.
damned. You killed Nine Toes. You should get me a drink to celebrate sometime. Might want to check out the bounty board and see if anyone else has a job for you.
And see, I bought that grenade mod, and I got a grenade mod as a quest reward, which my grenade mod is better. The Merv grenades are cool because throw them, they explode, and they explode in like little other tiny grenades which explode. It's kind of cool. Like what they call a splash grenade, and then of course, but mine's sticky and it does more damage, so I'm gonna keep it, despite it being green over blue. So yeah, with that, we'll draw this to a close and continue this next week. So catch me here again tomorrow, when tomorrow, I'll say about 4-ish. We're actually playing 2 games, so it'll be 2 streams. One around 4, and then one little after that. The first one will be a fighting game. Mortal Kombat 11, and this was supposed to happen on Thursday, but some personal stuff got in the way, and so I didn't have time to stream that, but I will tomorrow. And then following after that, we'll jump into Sonic Saturdays, where I'll play a random Sonic the Hedgehog game. And first up on the board is Sonic Adventure 1. And I'll explain more about that tomorrow. And I'm here every day, streaming various games of the week. I have a set schedule. You can check that out on my page. The games I play will slightly rotate out every week. Monday is always Magic the Gathering. Tuesday is always a team game, but that game rotates out. This week I played Apex. Next week I'll play Among Us. Wednesday is World of Warcraft, and that actually rotates in between regular World of Warcraft and World of Warcraft Classic. And I'll explain the differences between those the next time I play Wednesday. Thursday is usually a fighting game. And those actually rotate out after I get done with them, either storyline wise or whatever. Not every game has a story, so not every game has
I don't have time to just
I can stick with for a long time. So, and then of course Fridays, first person shooters. We'll continue with Borderlands next week until like I'm done with the story. And I'll probably do the DLC missions as well. Continue playing those for a while. And then Saturdays, of course, is Sonic, and I'll continue those until like I beat them. For the most part, Sonic. Some of the earlier Sonic games. Well, I mean, I'll probably since a lot of like the newer titles that they come with have like save slots that I can start off from the center of. I think I'll do that. I think I can play some of the older titles where I can play those. And then Sunday is a random game, and Sunday we'll start with Ori and the Blind Forest. Basically, Sunday is just the game. It's just where I'll play a game that isn't covered under the category of the other games, So it won't be a Sonic game. It won't be a first-person shooter. It won't be a Sonic game. It won't be a first-person shooter. It won't be a fighting game. It won't be World of Warcraft. It won't be Magic. It won't be what I call team games. Team online games like Among Us and stuff. So odds are it'll be something like Final Fantasy or, like I said, Ori coming up. Just basically like a random game that I like to play and share. Also, for those of you asking if I will do like newer or popular titles, I know Lilith is probably echoing your guys' feelings, but games, for questions on games like that, the answer is simply answer is simple. I don't always have the opportunity to get newer games. Not every new game that comes out I like playing. So like Madden, sports games I really don't care for. I mean, I'll play Call of Duty eventually on these first person Fridays, on FPS Fridays, but don't expect too much of it on my channel. I don't really care much for Call of Duty, or any of those military shooters. And I know that's probably a turnoff for you guys. So you're like, yep, done. And like that, you lost me. Well, I mean, like, all I can offer is an apology. I like playing the games I like playing, and I like sharing those games with people, and that's mainly why I'm doing this. And there are plenty of channels out there that are dedicated to those type of games. I'm more than and it's not that I don't care for, like, if I have those viewers or not. I mean, I absolutely do care. I love you all. Anybody who sees these videos, I'm glad you're giving me attention, sharing them with people. It's just, there are other channels out there. So, like, if you don't find something you like here, you can always look. You can always find them somewhere else. So, yeah. Go see my fellow Twitch streamers out there. Always support them, love each other.
Yeah,
be good to each other.
Whatever. Let's move, please.
Yeah, Lilith. Yeah, I'll check you guys out and come by tomorrow. See you later.